Hi, everybody. This is Nelson from Austin, Texas, doing my 10-day post op update. Um, Sorry I didn't get a chance to do this sooner, but first couple days I really wasn't feeling well, and then I had company, and it just got a little busy, I guess, during the week. So I didn't get a chance to do it any sooner. But there's a couple things I wanted to bring up. Um, Everything went really well. Fortunately, there was a minor complication during the surgery. I started oozing, is what my doctor said. Apparently, there was some bleeding going on, and I think he said that it was a little more bleeding than what he had hoped during the surgery. But he was able to control it, so there was no need for any blood transfusions or anything like that. Um, the hospital stay was absolutely wonderful. The staff was absolutely great. They took care of everything. I mean, they were on top of the game with no questions. It was just they were right on target. Um, Day number one was okay. I was pretty much, stoned on morphine, so I was doing just fine. Day number two and day number three were sore. I mean, I really, really, really was. I was hurting some, but I wanted to mention this because I've heard other people talk about this in their posts. And, when you hear people talk about it versus when you actually go through it, there's a little difference there. The drainage tube. I just want to talk about that drainage tube. Um, it's a tube that they put into your stomach that drains out all of the fluid that's kind of like in the surgical area, I guess in the stomach. And it's about close to about a yard long. And this tube I had from the day of the surgery, which was Wednesday, May 27th, and they actually took it out on Friday, the 29th, just before I came home. Oh, let me just tell you, I don't think I ever in my life felt more pain. I mean, let's flat out call it what it is. It hurt when they took it out. There was no anesthesia, no nothing. I mean, the girl was a sweetheart, but she basically said to me, something to the effect of, "Okay, I'm gonna do one big yank, and she's gonna yank, and then I'm gonna follow it by one really swift yank, and it's gonna come right out. So take a deep breath." And oh, ow. But after I laid there cursing her out for about 20 minutes and yelling, and just ow, 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 moaning and whatever, I actually felt relief. So a bulk of the pain that I felt during the first 2 days um, was that tube in my stomach, that drainage tube. They made me walk an awful lot. I believe it was every 2 hours. So I would be, on either my morphine drip or I would take the medication. Once they got rid of the morphine drip, they started giving me liquid Lortab or hydrocodone, which is pretty powerful stuff. Um, but I was walking every 2 hours, and I would do rounds around the ward, and it was actually okay. I came home on Friday. I had the surgery done in San Antonio, and I live in Austin. So you can imagine, that ride home, I felt every bump and every turn and every swerve. I really felt it. Um, but then I settled in, and I'd been doing a lot of walking and a lot of sleeping. So for the first few days after, so basically it was walk a little bit, get tired, sleep, get up, walk, sleep, and I kind of did that for about 4 days. I would say that come like Tuesday, almost, well, 6 days after the surgery, I started feeling really, really well. And I actually ventured out and, walked, took the bus, went to a strip mall and went shopping and whatnot. Um, I think that the biggest challenge that I'd been facing is eating, and not so much eating, but I've been taking uh, high protein stuff. The hospital gave me a list of stuff that I can be having, and so I bought these bottles of Isopure. I recommend it. They taste really good. They're high in protein. Each bottle Bottles are about this big, and they're 20 ounces of liquid, and it's 40 grams of protein. It took me a few days before I can actually get one bottle down, let alone one and a half, and then some. So that was actually a very, it's helped. Then I bought some vitamins and this shake called Bariatric Advantage. It's a high protein shake, and I mixed that with like 3 parts water and 1 part soy milk, lactose free and fat free, and it's actually really good stuff. And it fills you up. Actually, truly fills you up. I've also been kind of filling in the gaps with some broth, and also some, like, we made some beans today, and I actually pureed the beans and made them really liquidy so that it's not as thick, but just really liquidy, and that actually went down nice. Like, it wasn't painful at all. So I know that on June 16th I have another follow-up with my doctor, and that's when he's going to transition me from liquids into solids. I mean, he basically said knife and fork. I'll be having chicken, fish, mashed potatoes, scrambled eggs, and whatever else he puts on that list. And so it's all good. I haven't been hungry. Not at all. Actually, I've been feeling good. My energy levels are a lot better. I've been walking around, actually not using the little scooters anymore. My back doesn't hurt anymore. What I do notice is that I have a pinched nerve, like on my left leg, and I think that's from sleeping on my back, which I hadn't done in years. But yeah, I mean, I feel incredibly great. And actually, in the last couple videos that I did, I had not given like a full body shot. So my boss, actually, who I love dearly, and she knows I do, who's been talking to me and keeping up with me, checking up, said that she saw those videos and that I hadn't put up a body shot. So she requested that I stand up and show you guys, what I look like today. So this is it. Hold on. This is where I'm at. And let's see if I can... This is where I'm at today, which is, believe it or not, a significant amount of weight loss. Okay. I started the whole investigation back in April. And on April 14th, when I first started this whole process, I weighed 347 pounds. The pre-op diet brought me down to 323. Surprisingly, though, right after surgery, because of all the fluids and the air that they pump into me and all that stuff, like, I went into surgery at 322 pounds, and I came out of surgery at 333 pounds. So I had gained 11 pounds. I was a little surprised, but they told me that was all the fluids and the air that they pumped into me. So on Wednesday after surgery, I was 333, and I weighed myself this morning, and I'm down to 304. So if you look at this from the start of the process at 347, and I'm down to 304, that's a 43-pound weight loss. And oof, I feel it. I'm starting to, like my face, I can start to see it, and, this is not as big, and yeah, I feel good. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now, and I'll be sure to do another update a lot quicker than the last one. I'm sorry it took so long. You'll be hearing from me next weekend. Thanks.